Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 4. We are back here with race 28 on Dune Canyon Stadium. So again, very close to the end of the season and quite an interesting track today, a returning one from previous seasons. Can be quite chaotic, can be quite interesting. I'm sure we're in for a bit of drama and excitement. And this track is created by Snorker. Another race already seems like we only just had one. It does feel that way, doesn't it? It does feel that way. And that is the benefit for those watching on YouTube coming over to Twitch. You will get some back-to-back racing action and you won't have to sit and wait. These YouTube videos going by fast. Yes, it's just another great reason to come and follow on Twitch. Plus you get to join in with the wonderful chat that is going on, all the lovely people in chat. So currently Pesky Bird is leading, still holding off Stormy in second, Superboss in third, Were in fourth, Fludes in fifth, Moo in sixth, Cheese in seventh, Sage in eighth, Demon in ninth, and Weep in 10th to make the top 10. And below that we have Azur, Alfonso, Iceman, Shady, Eggbot, Luna, and Jimmy. Getting so close now to the final. Really have to start pushing for some big points if you want to try and grab a top 3 position. I'm sure soon we'll start seeing Iceman bringing up the stats for everyone and potential race finishes as we're approaching the end. So I look forward to those. And of course, as always, Wers team standings as well to see how things are going there. I'm getting it third after this race. Wers calling it. Wers going in strong on this one. The hope, the optimism, is what we like to see. And of course, just a reminder, as you can see on the right, third place, £15 reward for that. Second place, £25 plus a runner-up roll in the Discord. And first place will be getting £35 plus a winner roll. And then we do it all again next season. But hopefully, the plan is to have an increase on the prizes for next season, and hopefully we'll have more people racing, so definitely head over to the Discord and look out for those sign-ups if you want a chance of being a part of that prize pool, getting a top 3 spot if you think you have what it takes. It feels like top 4 still has a chance. I think top 4 still has a very good chance. Iceman saying still going to win the season. That is a bold statement. A bold statement this late into the season. I'm not even sure if that's a possibility right now, but you know what? Love the optimism. Let's get over to the track. It is. It is. Oh, you need 5 points. You need Pesky Bird to have an absolute disaster of final few races then. This is a nice track. You remember the track then? Very interesting one. So to start with, let's get everyone spawned in. And predictions. This could be an interesting one. This could go either way on predictions. So you got 2 minutes. And let's head around. Don't remember the DNF counts. I think it's going to be a hard one to predict. Now from the start, up the ladder and over a jump. Lots of fire on this track. Sharp corner after the jump. I remember many stream races here, specifically the track showcase. Yep, that was where it was first featured. We have the zigzag section, which can slow down a bit into a bowl. Of course, you don't want to focus on that bowl entry speed. Don't want to be too quick. You want to get a good line. Then up a pipe into another bowl, into a drop down, jumping onto a straight to another ladder. Now here's where things get really interesting. If you want to take the risk, there are some jumps here for shortcuts, so you can jump across, but you've got to be careful not to fall, otherwise you'll be taking the long way around. You can either do a short jump to the first corner, or if you really want to risk it, go all the way to the second one. You can bunny hop it, or you can take the safe route around the S-bends, and a second shortcut as well to jump into the obstacles. big area for people to lose time or possibly get stuck with all of these obstacles, so you got to be careful through there. Down to a final ladder and dropping into a bowl, and then down towards the end there's going to be 5 laps around this track. It may not look like the longest track, but it does take a little while to get around, and the prediction timer is almost finished. We'll wait just a couple more seconds, let that count down, make sure everyone's got their predictions in, and it's just about to finish, so let's start the countdown. So to the first ladder, everyone will be side by side here. We will speed things up slightly with everyone on the ladder. DNF galore incoming. That could be the case. That could happen. Like I say, it's a hard one to predict as they make it up to the top. Slow things back down. Here we go, down to the jump. Over the jump into the sharp corner, and it is going to be Luna coming out on top. Moo in second, Shady. Well, Shady trying to get past Moo there makes it successful, but Moo with a lot more speed into the bowl. May not pay off. Alfonso is going to hit Shady. Demon absolutely mastering the landing as long as they don't get hit. It is a perfect execution by Demon, showing how it's done a weep with an excellent line as well. So Demon already up into the second bowl, and a perfect landing through that one as well is off into the next section and onto the next ladder. Weep not quite executing the second one quite as perfect. But that might be the most perfect double bowl execution we have seen here. Didn't the showcase have like 35 DNFs out of 48 or so? Quite possible. I do not remember what the count was, but I think it was relatively chaotic. Down for as long as they still get decent points. Demon going to keep fastest lap to the end with a move like that. Very, very likely. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. A very good way to start the race. Can they keep that consistency going? Alfonso is going to get a rollback. Does make it out. Superboss with a good drop down. And Stormy, who currently needs to really get going to try and get past Pesky Bird in the standings and take that first spot, is having trouble here, going very slow and struggling with the pipe. It's not looking great for Stormy this race, although a good exit here could pay off. Coming across, it's not a bad line. It is not a bad line. It's going to hit Iceman. Iceman's not going to be happy with that one. Pushing Iceman a bit wider out on the loop. But it is a tactical move by Stormy, dropping down just behind Boer. And Stormy's going to be looking to try and pick up some big points ahead of Pesky Bird. So heading into the obstacles, we do have Demon leading, going to the next ladder. Weep in the obstacles in second. Azur in third, with Superboss just behind in fourth. So the front two currently already breaking away from everyone else behind. It's a huge start for the two of them, especially Demon with that incredible start in the bowls. But it's not looking great for Pesky Bird. Currently side by side with Iceman at the back, and Stormy in seventh. Side by side with Shady and Sage. This is just what Stormy needs, but can they keep hang of it to the end? My English seems to be falling apart right now. And Fluge showing how to do the shortcut properly, bunny hopping over both corners, will be just behind Stormy. Doesn't make it into the second shortcut though, getting blocked out by Stormy and Shady. Would drop a few positions there because of it. Luna going the long way around, Cheese getting the shortcut, and there's a bit of a blockage going on here. Fludes and Sage, time loss for the two of them, but Cheese helping them out slightly. We head up to the front. Weep has actually gone up into first. So Demon not actually getting the fastest out with a great start. Looks like they had issues on the final bowl, using all of that skill on the first two. Already typing the F ready. So Weep is actually going to come through and take that #1 spot. So Weep really pulling it all out in the last couple of races. This one and the last one. Again, can they keep it consistent? Always say this, consistency is quite big on a lot of these tracks. That looks like Superboss going to drop down. Then Shady with a great drop down there will be joining Superboss. Moon Azure joining Azure, hitting the outside too hard, is going to be rolling off the edge. So you know what to do, chat. F's in the chat for Azure. First DNF of the race. And look at this gap. Weep and Demon battling it out in the bowl in the distance. And third place, currently tied Superboss, Shady and Moose, so far back compared to them. Such a difference. Stormy currently in 10th. So the big focus here, I guess, is going to be Superboss, Stormy, Pesky Bird and Blur in terms of the top 4 in the standings. And Stormy's in a good spot. Superboss in a pretty good spot as well. Pesky Bird not so much, with a current 17th place, which will go up to 16th. And in fact, it will go up to 15th, getting past Iceman as well. Now, up at the front, looks like Demon made it through to the bowl first again. So Demon very good at this dual bowl section. It's a big F for Ultraviolets currently. It is indeed. A 13th and a 16th is not great. Azure currently 12th apparently on the leaderboard. I think that's just due to the checkpoints. Yeah, there we go. It's the checkpoint before the jump that needs to be hit. See Boer going over in 12th. Flude's just behind in 13th. There's Demon heading up the ladder, and Weep having quite a slow time around the bowl. Losing a lot of time here. Shady getting a good line. Weep does drop down. Moo with a great line through there. Big hit off the ladder. Moo's going to be in front of Weep. Are they going to be side by side? Luna coming to join. Luna pushing Moo on, so a little helping hand there. Moo's going to be second. Luna and Weep side by side. Shady going a little bit slow, taking it steady. Demon heading around the S-bends towards the obstacle section. Go up to the bowl. We see Superboss dropping down. Stormy's going to want to get a drop down soon as well. So a roll back there. It's Sage. And Cheese with a great landing there. Stormy just missing the entrance. He's going to have to do another loop. Sage going down. So Stormy losing some time here, dropping positions, and is going to be leaving the bowl in 11th. And Word getting a slight rollback. And it is a wide line for Word. This could cost some time. Now in 14th. See Pesky and Iceman down below. So current positions looking pretty good for Superboss and Stormy. I'm sure Stormy would like to be a little bit higher. Try and get some extra points to boost themselves up into the lead going into the final few races. But it is only lap 2, just going towards lap 3. Still plenty can happen. And it looks like Shady might be stuck. Shady's balancing on a triangle, and that is Shady stationary. Is it too early to call the F? Superboss as well. Superboss is stationary, but I think Jimmy's going to come through and set them free. They do. See, Word's already in there with the F for Shady. Might get set free. But currently, dropping a lot of positions as everyone is going the other way. Will their teammate come through and save the day though? Alfonso coming through. And just narrowly missing. Now Stormy coming through. Stormy does set Shady free. That has been very costly. As we see them go towards the checkpoints, Cheese getting a little bit stuck as well. Stormy sent them free as well. Stormy sent everyone free. That's a bit of a cost. Could have gained a couple of positions. That's put Shady back to 10th. Cheese in 11th. Stormy in 12th. They're going to be side by side going onto the ladder. As you can see further back, we have Iceman in 14th. War in 15th. Pessibird in 16th. Demon already down into the double bowl section. Weep still holding the fastest lap in 2nd. Flues with a great landing there, taking the fastest lap and going up into 4th place. Jimmy slightly hitting Luna there, and then another hit as well, just trying to keep Luna away from the drop down, slowing them down. Going to cost a bit of time. Yeah, we have an Iceman. Oh, big hit there. Stormy and Shady coming in, colliding with Alfonso. And then Cheese nudging Stormy. That is not what Stormy's going to want, as this is going to delay. Drop down is going to come back and hit Cheese back. Trying to reduce as much speed as possible in this bowl. There's a lot of bumping going on. Superboss is down. Stormy's going to nudge Alfonso. Looks like Stormy's going to try and cut up the inside of Cheese. They do. They'll be dropping down before Cheese. Currently in 10th. So let's head around to the front, see what's going on. Demon on the 2nd bowl. Weep, Fluids and Sage on the 1st. Moo coming in to join them. It looks like we still only have one DNF. Azure. See Luna and Jimmy making the jump. Luna's going to come out on top of that one. Shady following. Looks like Burr got a good drop down on the bowl there. Crossing the line onto lap 3 and 14th. Iceman 15th. And Peskybird still stuck in 16th. And Fluids moves up into the lead. Demon not far behind, but Fluids getting a good drop down on the 2nd bowl. We'll move up to 1st. 1st place and the fastest lap could be good in the points. Weep in 3rd. Sage having some difficulties in the pipe. But gets a good release. Could be good timing. Move with a very slow drop. Also a good release to try and reduce the time spent in the bowl. And that is the key to these bowls. Reduce as much time and speed as possible spent in them. Jimmy though, with a little bit of a backspin coming out. Could be a good lineup though. It's a very good lineup. And Jimmy moving up to 5th. So some people starting to spread out a bit. Weak with a great jump. Great use of that shortcut. Will go in front of Fluids. We'll go up from 3rd to 1st. Doesn't take the 2nd shortcut though. Fluids is going to try and reclaim a position, and it does work. Fluids goes back up into 1st. Demon with a jump as well. Hitting the spinner that Weep was in just to push them back slightly. So Weep going back down to 3rd. It is neck and neck between Demon and Weep through this section. Fluids trying to hang on to that top spot. An inside line on the release is good. Weep's going to be in front of Demon coming down to the ladder. And a good entry onto the ladder means Weep will be 2nd, Demon in 3rd. We have Sage entering the obstacles in 4th. We have Jimmy in 5th, Moo in 6th, Superboss in 7th. Eggbot and Alfonso side by side, the leaderboard going crazy as they must have crossed the checkpoint at the exact same time. Stormy in 10th, Luna 11th, Cheese 12th, Shady 13th, were 14th, Iceman 15th, and Pesky Bird 16th. Now looks like Eggbot's going to go for the jump. It's a good jump. Little collision on the wall, but we haven't seen a fall. Luna's going to stay with the one jump. Stormy with a bit of a hit on the wall, slow them down. So let's see what's going on in the bowl up at the top. Fluids is going to drop through first. And on to lap 4. Sage enters, Weep exits in second. A 4-second gap. Then Demon in third. See if anyone's going to get a snipe here. Looks like Sage has plenty of time to get through before anyone else is going to make it to the bowl. Jimmy only just coming over the top of the ladder now. Sage is going to drop through the bowl, but Jimmy gets a great landing. We'll be right behind Sage here, going up to the ladder, and they're actually going to be side by side. I thought Jimmy was going to snipe that there, but they will be side by side. So we're going to have a bit of a battle going on between Sage and Jimmy. Superboss blocking Eggbot going into the bowl. Alfonso heading down as well. Just missing Eggbot. Narrowly avoiding a collision. Luna in as well. Keeping it clean between the 4 of them. No contact as of yet. A few close calls though. Then Cheese and Moo join, and Moo gets a great landing. We'll be going down with Eggbot and Superboss. Doesn't quite get the ladder though. We'll be 1 step below them. Stormy's going to hit Alfonso, using those tactics in the bowl again to try and reduce time and gain some positions, but Alfonso is going to make use of it as well, and Stormy is going to be just behind Alfonso, just trying to hold on to a top 10 spot. See Boy, I think, jumping over Cheese there. Don't know if there's contact. If there was, it was minor. Now we have Iceman coming over, and Pesky Bird struggling at the back here. This could be bad news for Pesky Bird coming to the end of the season. But this could be huge for Superboss and Stormy. This could also be huge for Fluids currently in first. This could be big points for Fluids. First and the fastest lap, if they can keep hold of this position. Lap 4 of 5. But will we be seeing Pesky Bird getting dethroned? Ultraviolet down. Wordplay. Demon's going to drop down first. Going up into the lead. Fluid's not quite making it down yet. Jimmy's got a very good line. Going to collide with Sage just to make the line better. We'll drop down just behind Fluids. It's also going to help Sage out. That's going to push Weep down to 5th. So going on to the ladder, Demon in first, Fluids in second, Weep, Jimmy and Sage currently side by side battling for 3rd. Then Stormy has a good line here. This could be big for Stormy, but Eggbot's going to come in and ruin that line. Going to come in and ruin it. Superboss managing to come through in 6th. Stormy and Eggbot colliding there. Tactical maneuver there. Stormy's going to drop down. We'll be going up into 7th. Eggbot just behind in 8th. Both will be side by side on the ladder. Stormy just trying to pick up any additional points they can find. The more points they can come out with, the better the lead could be over Pesky Bird after this race. As we can see, Pesky Bird only just going on to lap 4. This is quite a disaster of a race for Pesky Bird. It is not what they want to see. Cheese dropping down in 10th. Quite a big rollback. And then Luna, Moo using quite a bit of time here. Costing quite a few positions. Blur going through in 12th. Yeah, Moon Shady losing a bit of time in the bowl. So heading around to the front runners. Let's see what's going on. Demon still leading, Weep second. Jimmy, Sage and Superboss side by side on the ladder yet again. Fluids in 6th now. Bit of a rough second half to the lap. Stormy and Eggbot battling it out for 7th. Eggbot's going to release on the inside, but Stormy's going to have a bit more speed. Eggbot getting on the ladder first, though Stormy doesn't quite line it up right. Let's see if anyone is going to try and snipe a position in the bowl. A great bowl to do it. See some excitement on the final lap with this bowl. You can see everyone in together. There's a collision there between Demon and Superboss, and this could be big for Superboss, using the momentum to slow down. Jimmy's going to come out first. Superboss coming out second, side by side with Weep, pushing Demon out of the way. It'll be Jimmy, Superboss, then Weep on the ladder, then Demon. So Demon dropping a few positions due to some contact in the bowl, going down to 4th. And then Sage dropping through in 5th, Fluids in 6th. Iceman cheering on their teammate Jimmy. As we are onto the final lap of the race. Stormy in 7th, Eggbot in 8th currently. And it looks like we had a setback for Blur. I think that was a drop down from the height there, so that may have been Blur failing the shortcut jump. Only one to do it this race so far. And having to go the long way around. Does come out just in front of Iceman though. And Pesky Bird is just having issues, is trailing massively. Struggling to get anything going this race. You weren't back far enough. I may have misseen it. Maybe it wasn't a pipe drop. Maybe it was the end of a jump or a hit that I saw in the distance. I just saw some bouncing. So with Superboss currently in 2nd, Stormy up in 7th. This could really shake up the standings and put Pesky Bird at risk. So Jimmy with a good release out of the bowls there. Superboss not wasting much time either, trying to keep high that 2nd place. Demon has Weep following, but Weep having issues in the pipe. Does make it through. It's not a bad angle there. Maybe they're just lining it up for a good release. Just missing the hole. Gonna have to come back around. And there it is, Weep going up into 3rd. Stormy dropping into the bowl. Just a lot of going around. No one getting a great drop down here. Fluids is dropping through in 4th, gaining a couple of positions. And Eggbot's going to hit Stormy. That is not what Stormy needs right now. Demon and Sage will be side by side going towards the ladder. Let's head up to the front as we're approaching the end. We'll see if anyone gets a snipe on the final bowl. See if we have any last minute drama or excitement. Jimmy leading through the obstacles. Superboss didn't take the shortcut. We'll be following Jimmy through. Wheat heading around the S-bends. Will they take the jump though? They do, trying to close the gap a little bit on Superbus before the end. 15th and 16th for Boer and Pesky Bird. Not a good race for the Ultraviolets. It's not been a great couple of races for the Green Slushies either. Iceman has managed to fight their way back up to 12th so far. You can see Jimmy, Superbus and Weep on the ladder. It looks like Weep's going to be a bit too far behind for a chance of taking that first spot unless Jimmy and Superbus really mess up their time in the bowl. Demon into 4th. Blues in 5th, still holding the fastest lap. We're going to go up to the front and see what happens. So Jimmy getting very close to the edge of the bowl. Superbus is going to hit Jimmy. This could be a great tactical play, but has it lined Jimmy up? It has. It's backfired, and Jimmy was lined up perfectly to take the win. Jimmy takes first after the hit from Superbus. Don't think that's what Superbus intended. I think they were trying to push them out of the way to get a better landing, but it backfired massively, and Jimmy takes the win. Now it's between Superbus and Weep. It looks like Superbus has less speed and will likely drop through before Weep, and they do. Superbus in 2nd. This is huge for Superbus. It is indeed. Jimmy had it in the bag anyway, icebreaker style. Yeah, not letting Superbus push their way through. Weep is going to take 3rd. It's been a good day for Weep. Both of these races, a 1st and a 3rd. Now, we're not seeing any great lines for sniping through this last bowl. So Demon's going to go through and take 4th. Faludes taking 5th. Just seeing what's going on in the chat as well. A lot going on. Stormy taking 6th, which could be big in the standings. It's going to be big for Superbus and Stormy. Cheese climb with Eggbot. So what's going on? Alfonso got stuck. Moo and Alfonso, and then they've got Mooney and Sage. Looks like they're stuck. Eggbot taking 7th. You passed Luna and Shady, currently in 12th. Looks like Cheese is going to take 8th. We do have a stationary Sage, and no one's going to set them free, so that is definitely F in the chat for Sage. On the final lap as well, this could be a chance for Pesky Bird to reclaim at least one position. Alfonso got a good landing there. This could be a good lineup if no one hits them. It is a good lineup. Alfonso dropping through is going to take 9th. Looks like Iceman has the more inside line here. They do. Going to take 10th. Word's going to finish 11th. Moo's going to finish 12th. Shady and Luna side by side. See Pesky Bird heading down now, probably going to pass Sage. And they do. So Pesky Bird does at least reclaim another position, going up to 15th. And I was about to say, what happened to Luna? Luna's off the track. Did anyone see if they passed the line first, or did they go off at the bowl? As soon as we look away, I'm okay with 11th, considering how the race went. Yeah, it's not bad, There we go, Shady takes 13, so Luna fell off before the ending, so Pesky Bird can claim another position. So Pesky Bird's going to recover some points here, and that is not good. That is a big F for Luna. on the final bowl, not crossing the line. I'm sure Iceman will be happy with a 10th place as well, a decent recovery from a rough beginning. Yeah, Boy managing to recover. Pesky Bird just not quite finding it though. There goes the 0 to 2 prediction. Yep. Just out of nowhere. Superboss has got stuck, but fortunately it's after the race is finished. Pesky Bird crosses the line there, would take the 14th. Sage is on the move, so you know what? Sage is on the move again. The prediction might be back on the table. Sage heading up the ladder. It'll be down to where they finish in time, which I think they will. And I don't think anyone predicted the 0 to 2, so Sage finishing here. Were predicted 3 to 5. Iceman is 6 to 8. It wasn't quite as chaotic as people were thinking. And Sage will cross the line, which means it is going to be a 0 to 2 prediction winner, as it is just Luna and Azur that will be DNFing. We'll wait for the DNFs to finish, and let's go over to our winning marble cam. Claps in the chat. Congratulations to Jimmy on the win. It was a good race. It was very close, but Jimmy coming out on top, even with Superboss trying to steal it at the end with a bit of rough play. Jimmy doesn't let it happen, securing the win. Fluids taking the fastest lap, and it's going to be interesting seeing how this affects the standings. With Pesky Bird finishing 14th, Superboss in 2nd, Stormy in 6th. I mean, Fluid's in 5th with the fastest lap as well. We're in 11th, not going to be able to get past Superboss for that 3rd place that they were talking about. But it is still points, and it's more points than the current 1st place holder, Pesky Bird. So that will mean everyone's closing the gap on that number 1 spot. So there we go, 2 DNFs. Let's complete the prediction. No one getting the prediction correct. No winners this race on that. But now I'm going to go put these results on the leaderboard, and we'll see how this changes the standings. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, the results have been entered, so let's head over to standings. You know what? I can't believe it. Pesky Bird had that big of a lead, and recovering a few positions thanks to some DNFs, a couple of DNFs and Sage getting stuck. Pesky Bird has managed to hold on to the lead following that race. It is crazy. But what's even crazier is how close the top 3 are, as Iceman says. 19 points within the top 3. The gap is so small right now for the top, and the competition is absolutely fierce right now with 4 races remaining. It is anyone's game in that top 3 right now. So close together. It is literally every point is going to count in these next few races. I assume tied points means tiebreaker, like always. So the way it's going to work in this season, previously we used to do a race tiebreaker. However, that is different now. So we're going to do it in the style that a lot of real sort of motor racing does it. I did a bit of research on the best way of doing it, and it is going to be calculated using, see if I can remember this right, I think it's 1st places, followed by 2nd places, followed by 3rd places, followed by fastest laps. Pretty sure I've got that right. And yeah, so that's how I have the leaderboard set up currently for how it orders everyone. So it looks at points, firsts, seconds, thirds, fastest laps. So it should solve any tie breakers. And with Pesky Bird currently being, no, not Pesky Bird, sorry, Stormy is currently our #1 race winner with 5 races. If there's a tie between Stormy and either Superboss or Pesky Bird, Stormy would currently take the win. So it could be interesting. F1 doesn't care about fastest laps in the championship other than that. It's like you said. Yeah, so I went off. A lot of them seem to do the first number of wins basically first. So I did that, and then just in case that still causes any ties, and obviously seconds, thirds, and then beyond that is just fastest laps. So it should resolve any and all tiebreaker situations. I'd be amazed if people manage to just tie up all of those. If that happens, then it's just alphabetical. Look at the draw. Just do better. As simple as that. Yes, they would do like third, fourth, fifth, and just carry on with it. So yeah, Pesky Bird still leading, 574 points. Stormy in second, 567 points. Superboss in third, 555 points. Wort in fourth, 519 points. Fludes in fifth with 487 points. Cheese in sixth with 476. Demon in seventh with 474. Moo in eighth with 472. Weep in ninth with 468. Sage in 10th with 464 to make the top 10. Then we have Alfonso, Azur, Iceman, Shady, Eggbot, Luna, and Jimmy. And you know, it's been a rough one for the green slushies in the last couple of races. And all 3 of the green slushies are now outside of the top 10. With fastest laps, hopefully no one ties Alfonso. Yeah, it's not looking likely. Alfonso, although having a couple of rough races recently, is still holding that highest fastest lap count. Gains of Balls of Steel and Grandmasters in the team standings. They say I should create a team named. Yeah, or just rename your Marvel as loads of A's, but it'd only come down to that if everything else was tied, which, like I say, is very, very unlikely. Don't forget the A. Icebreaker's only 3 points behind Green Slushies now, so it's all close in the team standings. I'm guessing Ultraviolet's still holding a strong lead in the team standings, though. Looking at these positions. But I assume Tutti Frutti probably aren't doing too bad with a second place Superboss finish. Yeah, Ultraviolet's still first. Thought that'd be the case. They've been going quite strong. Tiebreaker races, last Marvel Stunning, Total Extermination. That would be quite interesting. Well, if we do actually do the survival series, if we get enough tracks like that to do one of those, then yeah, we'll have a bunch of races like that. Be really interesting. Vex still second, 2-3 still third. So there we go, an update on the team standings as well. And you know what? We have 2 tracks coming up on Monday. Millennium Circuit and HAL. And then Thursday will be Marble GP Malaysia, and Friday will be the finale on Red Rings. And we'll be announcing a winner. HAL comes early, I see. That's another one of my new creations I've been working on recently. So hopefully that goes down well. Didn't think as well he's still alive. Yeah, well, it's not as dangerous as the name says. It is based on, I'll go into more about it when it comes to the actual race, but it is based on a rallycross, hence the marble cross. Based on a rallycross circuit. I thought it'd be fun to try and do a rallycross circuit with a working Joker lap, where you have to do the extra bit of the course. And it worked quite well in a lot of my testing. And everyone it was quite a close race, so Hoping it all goes well on stream as well, and that people enjoy it. Worry about that next time on Monday. Millennium Circuit DNF for everyone born before 2000. Rough one. Eliminate the boomers. Although I would be included in that. I have to admit, I would be included in that. But anyway, that is going to do it for this one. The song playing in the background is the cue that it is the last song on the playlist I have for these, which means it's time to bring this to an end. Yeah, me too. We've got an ad break. I would have snoozed it if I saw it coming. We're gonna have to hold on for the ads to finish. We'll have to hold on a minute before the ads finish. So yeah, Millennium Circuit I think is, I'll just talk for a minute. Millennium Circuit I think is a new one to this season. Don't think we've had that before. Of course, Hell is new as well, so we have 2 new circuits. Marble GP Malaysia. I kept thinking we'd had Malaysia before, but we haven't. It was Marble GP India we used to have in that slot, which was the really long track. Marble GP Malaysia isn't the really long track. So Marble GP Malaysia is also new, so we have 3 new tracks to the season before Red Rings returning once again, because the finale is always going to be on Red Rings, always has. England, Germany, India, USA and Japan have all been used before. There we go. Keep switching them out, switching them up, keeping it interesting. And now Fiji and Malaysia. And I think they're good additions. I think they are good additions. They've been quite good races. But of course, at the end of the season, we will do our skill tree, not our skill tree. Tier list. That's the correct term. Our tier lists where everyone can put what they think of all the tracks, put them all in tier lists over a live section. I think I'll also stream my own tier list this time. So I'll wait until a few people have done theirs, and then I'll do mine without looking at what other people have said and see how terrible my decision making is compared to everyone else. We'll do that live, I think. I'll do mine, and then we'll look at the results, the combined results of everyone else, because it does do it anonymously, just combines them. And then that will affect what tracks make it through to the next season, and what slots will be opened up for new tracks, if any. Never know. Yeah, ads are done. Everyone's back. So that'll be a good place to end the stream before the music finishes. So as always, I appreciate you all here watching live, and I appreciate everyone also watching this on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe over there as well. And I think it's the music just coming to an end there. So yeah, good timing. So yeah, please subscribe and head over to Twitch, give us a follow as well. Trying to aim to get to 160 followers. And of course, head over to Discord if you want to take part in the races. We still have more slots open. Thank you for the stream as always. Season is a ripper. Have a chilled weekend. Glad to hear it. Thanks for the stream, everyone. Yep, so whatever time it is there, good morning, good evening, have a good morning, a good evening, a good day, a good night, a good whatever it is. And of course, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.